Eileen
Okay.
Morrell.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't hear the countdown.
Come in, Dinah. Put your cheeks
I'm
on my chair.
Oh.
Put them on my chair. We can share.
We're sitting cheek to cheek.
Cheek
One cheek on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Knitting Place podcast. This is podcast number 32.
Yep.
I'm Dinah.
I'm Pam.
I'm Antonia.
We have a special guest here today.
We're a threesome today.
We're a threesome. So we're a knitting podcast. We're going to be covering mainly knitting today. We have a special guest, Antonia, who I've known for how long now?
Probably, I started rapping 18 years ago.
So almost.
And you've been in business longer than my rapping.
Yes.
So,
just
yeah.
a little bit longer than that. So we go back a long way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell us your story, Antonia.
Okay. I had my own yarn shop in the 80s in Montclair, New Jersey. And that was for about 8 years. Then my husband's company was relocated to England. So I gave up my yarn shop, which I was like, that was awful. I hated it. I loved my yarn shop. So then I moved to England, and that was supposed to last 2 years, but that was for 5 years. And then I moved to Paris, and that was another 5 years.
Wow.
So 10 years I was that, which I call my retirement years. So I just keep going till somebody finds me in the ditch with my hands on the steering wheel.
There you go.
So I lived there for a while, and I was coming back and have another yarn shop, but another friend of mine who was a rep at that time for Rowan said, "You don't want another shop, I think you should become a rep." So I became a rep 18 years ago and moved back. Was homeless for a while, really. Not really homeless,
right?
but I didn't know where I was going to settle.
Correct.
So
right.
a friend of mine moved into Philly, said, "Why don't you come and look at the apartment?" And I said, "Do you have one just like that?" And that's how I moved to Philadelphia.
You signed the lease.
No reason that
So I guess you've liked Philly
dying
then,
to
right?
move into Philadelphia, but it's a great place to live anyway. So I became a rep for, at that time, Rowan and Manos del Uruguay. And 18 years later, there are all kinds of different yarn companies I've repped throughout the years. Some leave and some come in. So it's been... I love it. I love what I do. My whole territory is all of New York, all of New Jersey, and East Pennsylvania, up to Route 81. So I do about 30,000 miles in the car, going to see everybody.
A year?
A year.
Wow,
yeah.
That's a lot.
So
what lines do you
my car takes, it's... but I absolutely love it. It's my favorite, besides having my own yarn shop.
Terrific.
Oh, yeah.
What yarns do you represent?
I have Rowan, Regia, Manos del Uruguay, Cowboy and Woolens, Shibui, Woolfolk, MOSAIK, Cocon, a Dutch company, and Wool met Verve is another Dutch company, a hand dye, and I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, if I can't think of it, but that's a nice.
Fairmount?
It's a
Fairmount Fibers?
Fairmount Fibers is the distributor for Manos del Uruguay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
nice
Manos actually is the one I started out with, and I still have it. That's been the longest row, and I've had for a couple of years, and then not for a few years. And again, now I have it. So, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and Madeline Tosh.
We
did almost forget.
There you go. The big one. Okay, and how did you get into designing?
Really, I took Madeline Tosh on and loved the colors. Okay. So I took this green color home and just looked through Barbara Walker's book of all the stitches and just started experimenting with the stitches. And it basically is just so many stitches per inch.
Well,
that's this wide.
You're making it sound very easy, Antonia.
32 times 5 stitches per inch is 150 stitches. So I cast it on and made the honey cowl.
Yeah, I was going to say, tell them about that's your design, the honey cowl.
The honey cowl was the very first design. And it
Very
was a free.
popular.
It was
Very
free.
It's one of the most popular.
It's a free
It was
pattern.
a free pattern. It still is a free pattern.
I'm actually Googling
And
it.
it did
I'm going
How
on
many people
Ravelry.
have made
That's
this?
exactly what I'm doing right now.
thousands of
Honey,
people.
We've done a lot here, I know.
I mean, I can't believe it. I still get questions on Ravelry
Oh, yeah.
about it.
I
Yeah.
remember making that years ago when I think my dad was in the hospital. Maybe I don't remember.
Okay.
Someone was in the hospital.
So, just for the record, the honey cowl has been logged in on Ravelry, which doesn't mean, like,
Doesn't-
I have two that we have in the shop.
Right.
I did not post them to Ravelry. This
Oh,
is solely what's been
Listed.
listed to Ravelry. 26,081
No,
projects.
It's amazing, right?
So
Isn't that
then probably
incredible?
it's got to be
I know.
more than double that.
At least.
Has
Probably.
to be. Has to be.
So somebody said,
Mine
if
aren't on
you charge
Ravelry.
just $2.
All our customers make
Can
them.
you imagine?
Oh my
Who knew?
God, I'd be living in luxury, actually.
Who
No.
knew?
Go back to Paris.
Go back, yeah, would not be a bad idea. So then Woolfolk, I had designed some things for Shibui, and I don't design very much. I design the rectangles, I tell people, or cowls. I don't shape anything. It's not...
Where do you find
I
your
just don't.
inspiration?
What?
Where do you find your inspiration?
I look at architecture.
Oh,
a
do
lot.
you?
So
Really?
I take pictures of buildings and whatever. So architecture really, and architectural books inspire me. And stitches, yeah. I mean, there's so many stitches out there that, I use those from Barbara Walker a lot. But it's pretty much architecture that
Very nice.
makes me look at things and say I could do a slip stitch with that, or
Right.
something
How could you
like that.
duplicate that with
With
knitting?
knitting.
Can you? Yeah, which is
Yeah.
nice.
That's
So
interesting.
photography is another thing I love, but I don't have much time to do that. But
So if some of you are interested in following Antonia, she is Orange House, ORANJE.
J-E, yeah, which is the Dutch way of saying orange with a J instead of a G. So Orange House is...
Put that down.
I could put that down, yes.
Yeah.
That's your Instagram handle. And if you look her up
Right.
on Ravelry, it's Antonia Shankland as the designer name.
Right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my story. Then Woolfolk came along, and I've been designing maybe 1 or 2 pieces a year, not that many. And they pretty much do, I design something, they will take it or not, but mostly they've taken it, and they are the ones that make it look beautiful in the pictures that you see. I mean, their photo shoots are
Photography,
amazing.
Wow.
Vanessa Einbund does it. I'm not sure if I correctly say her last name, but she is a beautiful photographer, and they use these beautiful sets where they shoot. So, Kristen Ford is the owner of Woolfolk, and so she and I go back quite a way. So I designed for her, but they do the editing and everything. I just send them the scarf and my pattern, and they just take over and do the rest.
Do they have a test knit tech editing?
Yeah, they do all that.
The whole
And I
process.
usually wind up, when I knit something as a design, I will knit the whole thing and just don't like it. I usually knit the second one, then the second design looks what usually is my final design.
Right. So you'll need it twice.
The first one is like a tryout.
Right.
So that's how I design. So yeah.
Colors, palettes, do they usually give you the
Not really.
yarn, or
Not
you
really.
pick
I kind of, and also what works usually better, the darker colors don't show the design, the pattern design that much. So if you do a pattern in anything, you need probably lighter colors or bright, a little more bright.
To photograph well.
I mean, I prefer any shade of gray, but I can't do everything in gray, dark gray. So I do quite a bit of light colors, just especially when it's a design that has
texture?
a pattern stitch. Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to share with us some of the things that you've designed?
Yeah, now I'm getting hot. I need to take
yes.
this off.
Well, why don't we show that
Antonia
one
is here.
first?
She's here because she has
We're actually
I'm
hosting
here, yeah.
her for a trunk show. So we have a lot of her pieces here that she has designed, knit, as well as other pieces that she's knit using her yarns that you represent
Right.
from different.
This is all Woolfolk yarn.
All Woolfolk,
Yeah.
right?
So this is the latest one. This is in Flette bulky.
Now we showed this yarn before. It's Woolfolk's newest yarn, Flette bulky, and Pam has all the colors here to show you.
It feels like a teddy bear.
It
does.
It's like a cloud.
It feels lovely.
The bouquets. It's also very light.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like we're holding these big skeins, but the skein
doesn't
itself,
weigh much.
yes, is
Right.
very light.
And then another dark blue they have in there.
And
too.
so it's only 5 colors in the collection. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
it's only 5 colors.
So these are the 5 colors. We have them all available. The this is the Diamante shawl.
This is Diamant, the shawl that I did, and this is in Tarsha. So
Did you use bobbins?
Bobbins. I didn't use bobbins actually. What I do is I put there were 5 skeins of yarn. So what I do is this is the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and I have them in front of me in a box. And I knit one row, back another row, and everything tangles up. You turn the thing around, and it untangles as you do the next row.
Wow.
So
you don't constantly have to switch your skeins around.
That's a very good way of doing it.
So this one takes 4 skeins total, 1 skein of the diamant and the diamonds, and 3 skeins of the main color.
So you would have to half the skein.
So the skein is 100 grams, so you have to actually put the skein in 2 little skeins of 50 grams each. And the rest, I used pretty much what I like to do. I don't like to have that much left over because people get annoyed if you have to go in for 2 more rows. So I design usually things that use pretty much up.
Yes,
yeah. Or I just make a longer ribbing on it, and you can make it as long. I tend to make things really big. And
which are fun to
wide.
wear.
Nice.
And so that's the latest one. And Dinah has another one on that just came out single. It was not part of a collection. And that has, what I like to do with scarves is I like the back to look as nice as the other side. So the 2-sided really. And the other side might look like a totally different stitch.
That's nice.
Too. So that one is done in far.
This is singled, right?
And that's just done single.
They look like little flowers, like little buds. Let me see if I take it off, you might get a closer picture of what the actual stitch looks like. It looks like a rosebud or some kind of flower.
Yeah, you'll have to drop the stitch 5 rows down. So it gets dropped. And then you pick it up.
Makes it look like a bow or
Which
a
is
flower.
like
Yeah,
this
it's
little bow.
super cute.
Yeah.
And then this is the other side of it. It has a pattern for sure. So it's still very pleasant. It doesn't look like
It
a
doesn't
terrible
look like
wrong side.
right.
No.
It doesn't look like a right or wrong.
And you know, the nice thing about Antonia's designs are they're also very
approachable.
And the knitting, it's so, that's what I'm looking for. It's just so clean looking. It's neat looking. It's, I don't know. It just looks great.
That's
Very pretty.
Yeah.
So what's the name of the shawl?
Oh gosh. Now I'm not
We always
Danish.
butcher.
If it was a Dutch name, I could pronounce it, but I think it's called LYSERØD, R-O-D with a slash through the O, and I think R-O-D is probably means red, but I'm just making a guess.
So you don't name
really
it,
know.
right?
No,
you don't name it.
But if they would do them in Dutch, I can, pronounce them really well. So LYSERØD. It's on Ravelry.
Okay.
And it's on its own on Ravelry. It's not part of a collection. Usually Woolfolk does collections, and sometimes I'm too late with my design to get it into the collection.
It's lovely though.
So they do it separately for me. And I have no clue how to put things on Ravelry. That's the other thing. They do it for me.
Yeah, uploading patterns.
So
I think that's going to be my 2020 mission.
this one,
You gotta do it.
I've got to do it.
this one is probably the most popular on Ravelry. This one is something
Next to honey cowl.
people next, but this is the one that people buy all the time. It seems
So if you notice, it starts with smaller boxes,
it
right?
goes from very small boxes all the way down to when they get larger and larger, all the way to the end.
And that's a long scarf.
And
Yeah,
this
this
is a long
feels
one, right? This
lovely.
is a big shawl, really.
Sure.
But that's how it goes.
But you use Tynd for this, right? Tynd?
So this one is in Tynd. No, this
Snow.
one is in
In
snow,
snow.
actually. This one is done in...
What is the
Snow.
weight of snow? They say it's
Snow
sport,
is a
don't they say?
fingering,
Oh, it is
really.
fingering. That's what I
But
think.
I did this one, and I think I did this one either on a 4 or a 5. I didn't put the needle size down on it,
But it's worked single.
so it's
not
done
double.
single,
So it's very light.
and
It's
it
very
is
light.
a lot of seed stitch, so
You don't like seed
it's
stitch.
great. So this is one of them, and it looks, I mean, just like an indent on the other side.
Right. It's reversible again and
So
not a
it's
terrible
reversible.
wrong side. It's still pleasing to the eye.
Mm.
It's
Very
just the
pretty. Yeah.
inverse. So pretty.
Thanks.
Very
This
nice.
is nice and light. So you pronounce this TORV?
What?
TORV is the name of it?
This one is
TORV?
TORV, yeah,
TORV.
TORV, and that one is on Ravelry. That was part of a collection, and I forget which year it was.
Is this an applied I-cord at the end? Or
No, this is just a knit, and it
A
rolls
slip.
itself a
Oh,
little bit.
beautiful.
So really, it's not. It looks like it, but it isn't.
super cute.
This work, right?
So this is a scarf that can be done in 2 different yarns.
It's lovely.
I did this one in the far, and the stitch, this one is the other side,
Right. I'm showing you the inverse or the wrong side there.
and that one is in TORV, which is an Aran weight. So you could see the stitch definition is really good in this one. This one is softer, but TORV
This is
it's a
taupe.
really nice yarn for a men's scarf too, and the
Lovely,
colors are
yes.
great for men.
Right.
Um,
And far is just a little, it's a
so
chain
far
neck
it's
construction,
softer.
right?
Yeah, it's chainette.
This is far.
So the back looks again different than the other side, the back or front. And then if you do it and I do that when I do a far, and I haven't done it with the newest one, but I like to do it also in the toe.
So would you say this is the right side? I mean,
I don't think
honestly,
it matters.
I
it's
think-
on this one,
Yeah,
I would say
I
this
have-
is the right.
but the cable is on this side.
yeah,
Correct.
the cable is there, and then again
I mean,
and
I
it's
love it.
really not a hard pattern. It looks much harder
Yeah,
than it is.
how many rows does it
So
repeat?
fabulous.
So it's, it's you
Great.
go down to from 5 to 1,
Right,
and then
right,
back
right.
again.
Back up
Would you
to 5
pronounce
again.
this arcade?
That one is Arcade,
Okay.
and
K.
this one uses 7 or 8 skeins, and
4 to 5
and that one
skeins
4 to 5.
in the toe.
Lovely.
So depending on the fiber.
So depending, yeah, that's that one. Then this one is the big flat shawl. So there are 2 flats. One is the thinner one, a thinner flat. Feels very different from the heavier one.
Then flat bulky.
Yeah, and again, I like to make things from large to small. I don't know why, but there's no rhyme or reason for it. I just think it keeps your interest a little bit, probably. So it's hard to see. It's a box in a box, really.
Oh, I
So
see.
you
The boxes
start
get
with
bigger.
a large box, and then it goes down to the middle one. It goes down to little one. So this
here
is
you
the
have a
large
large
one.
box. And
then it
gets
goes down to smaller.
box.
Yeah,
It's smaller as it goes down.
and it does the same on the other side.
And then it would be the inverse, correct, on the wrong side. Very
Right.
clever.
Yeah. So that's
Very nice.
that was that one.
a soft boucle, but probably not as troublesome to knit as a
No,
typical.
it doesn't have
boucle.
little loops that you get caught in at all.
Right.
So
Like a mohair boucle.
Yeah. And I also made a big blanket out of it. I just
Lovely.
doubled.
Really?
I doubled
The width.
Yeah, I doubled. The
Fabulous. That's a
And I have a blanket,
beautiful
which I
decorative
have.
throw.
Yeah, that'll be in the trunk shop.
Nice.
Beautiful. So I wrote it down in my notes, my show notes, SJAL.
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 And
So
actually
it's a
in
science.
Dutch it is also SJAL
Shawl.
with 2 A's.
What
And it
does that
means
mean?
shawl?
Mint shawl.
Shawl.
So it's the Flette shawl.
So
Very
it's a
nice.
shawl.
Okay. We're learning Dutch.
See? Look at that. Look at that.
Shawl.
This
Ladies
one-
like this last night.
This
Again,
is
it
gorgeous.
goes from large to small again.
It does
Gee,
really. I
like
didn't
my
even
thing.
notice that.
So it goes from
It's small.
the garter rows in between get larger.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
Look. It's
So
a totally different
fabulous.
look.
So it's not the boxes, it's the
No,
garter stitch rows
It's
in
the
between.
rows in between.
Fabulous.
So this goes all the way up. So
How clever.
See how that's.
you
oh,
get a
that's
rest,
great.
a
This
rest
looks like
in
a fun
between.
knit. This one.
I like
does
it.
Yeah,
look
it
like
is.
a fun knit.
Now what is this
Great
one
This
design.
is
knit in?
really yarn overs
Tynd.
and garter stitch.
Yeah.
And this
Beautiful.
one is called. This one is done out of Tynd,
Tinned.
the fingering weight. And it uses, it's called LANE, LAENE. And it uses 7 skeins. And
Okay.
again, I didn't put the needle size on. But I
It's
believe
on
it-
Ravelry.
I
If you go to
believe it's a
Ravelry, it's there.
5.
All
think
patterns
it's
can
a
be
nice.
found on
That's
Ravelry.
great. This is a great one.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Really
It's
nice.
that one was
It's
an easy
lightweight.
knit,
It's
actually.
lightweight.
Yeah.
Very wearable.
Now, it could be knit in snow as well. Snow
Yeah.
and Tind are
Snow or
interchangeable.
Tynd are interchangeable.
Right.
The
Yeah.
difference is that the snow has a twist.
It's
A
Yeah.
two-color
They're
twist.
just 2 plies, and they're just in snow. That means they're 2 different color Tynd plied together, and Tynd has 2 plies of the same color.
Right.
Applied together.
Yeah.
Right. Love
Beautiful.
Everybody's wearing hats.
Yes. Can't tell, but we are snowed out.
it. Yes.
This no, it's not that one. This one is called
That's what Diana and I are wearing this one.
Yes.
Morning Walk Hat.
Love
Okay.
this hat.
So the Morning Walk Hat I found.
Now, this isn't,
And
is this your
Patterson.
design?
This is not my design, so we're looking at other people's design.
Okay.
That's fine.
This one is done by Patterson, who owns a lovely shop in California, I believe in Monterey. And
we'll
her
write
shop
that
is
down.
called Monarch. Monarch. So this one I found is really, it's just knit one purl one hat.
It's great.
Well, it
It
really
goes
hugs
on
the
a
head
3,
nicely.
yeah,
Yeah.
a 3 and a 4, and I like the top of it too. It just really does a nice decrease.
Mhm.
Is it just a single rib?
This one is one
1x1 rib?
skein of snow plus 1 skein of Tynd together.
Okay.
So you can make your own little marl out of it.
You do whatever
These are
colors
all
you want.
different ones that.
So when you're
I
doing your
understand.
marled choices, are you using 2 skeins of the snow, or are you using
No,
one Tind?
only one. One skein
Tind,
snow,
one
and then
Tind, right.
yeah,
Mhm.
one
So-
skein of snow plus 1 skein of Tynd, and then you hold them together.
Right.
So this is the navy.
And then
Black.
there's the black.
I'm wearing
That one
That's
is
that
like
pinky
a
beige
little
that,
pink, and this one is color 28.
and this
And
is
that color I love. This one is
It's like a
color
true
30
camel.
plus 21.
it's
this
like
one.
leather boot color.
And it feels
Yeah.
so comfortable on.
does.
It's a great
Right?
hat to wear.
It's really
I
good.
have to put this on my needles.
So this is morning walk. Is it a free
Morning walk.
Do you
It
know if
is on the Ravelry. I believe it's $4 on the Ravelry.
Oh, that's
Okay.
not bad.
But it's Monarch. And
Perfect.
I mean, she's worthwhile following. She's adorable. I like her very much. And she has 2 beautiful St. Bernese mountain dogs.
Oh.
You should see the dog. These are 2 hats. And this one was done by, called On the Sea Train from Espace Tricot in Montreal.
Mhm.
And this one uses far, and you add on a skein of Shibui Silk Cloud
Nice.
or any kind of silk mohair. So
Feels
it
so
gives
soft.
it.
It's a great one.
Let's try that one
that.
So
on.
this one again has a beautiful top on it too.
That's great. I love the black
It
hats.
actually
I love the
fits
black hat
nicely
with
as well.
with this color palm on it.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
But
great.
this one is.
Oh, that's fabulous.
And it also fits nicely.
Yes,
Doesn't
it
it fit
fits
nicely?
nicely. Yeah.
Yeah, it fits beautiful.
I wonder
So
what the difference is between on the C train. Well,
It's
maybe
probably the
it's
There's
gauge.
also-
Well, I
This
think
is
the
far.
decrease.
It's
Yeah.
the
it's in
gauge.
far, and then
And they
you
just
add
silk cloud.
on one a skein of silk cloud,
Right.
so it
And
makes
that's
it
two
really
skeins.
soft.
This is actually lighter
This one
weight.
is 2 skeins of
This is
fingering,
This is bulkier.
and this one is a
And
worsted
you've got
plus.
the top that's
Yeah.
a little different too.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
So we'll stay with the Espace Tricot.
We'll stay with the Space. Yes. Oh, here's one back here. So I'll put this on. Maybe I'll put it on.
This one, I don't know how, probably one of the, it's called Getting Warmer
Interesting.
from Espace Tricot.
So this has been a popular
So this one is in Luft.
accessory. It's a free download.
Yeah, and this is a free download also,
Wear it like this, or you can
So
cowl it
there's
if you
this
like,
color.
just like this.
which is that
Eggplant.
beautiful
Yeah,
Like an
pink
eggplant.
color.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
And
one.
I had 3 skeins, 1 skein each if you want to do it as a
It's pretty cool.
stripe. But the
It's just-
minute, I mean, putting it on, it's so warm. It's
Right.
really
And you
great
can, like,
in
if
the
you're
winter.
wearing it over your shoulders
Yeah,
and
you
you're
can
putting a
put it
jacket
over your
on,
shoulder.
you can just
Right,
cowl it.
Super cute.
yeah,
I would like
It's
to.
very
I think it's
popular.
a great
Like
one.
a cowl
Yeah,
like
this
this.
one is really popular
Yeah.
with
I
everybody.
like it with the 3 colors.
Yeah.
This one is just
so
one.
clever.
I had 3
Like a
skeins, and
gradient
I figured let me
kind
do
of go light to dark.
from light to dark. And sometimes the shops have 1 skein left of something,
Yeah,
and
right.
what do you
It's
do
a good
with
way to
it?
use it. Or you have that
Right.
other
I like
scarf
that.
over there that had the skeins of the Luft, right? The 6
Yeah.
different colors. There was
6
another
different
one,
colors. That was the first 6 colors, which I did.
which was nice.
So yeah,
Antonia
This
also designed. She was the designer of that other piece that we've done.
Flagstone.
Ton of stuff
guys
with
know that
Flagstone.
one.
We've showed that to you several
Yes.
times. But that was using the Woolfolk,
No,
the
Shibui.
Shibui
Twig.
twig. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Love that.
Yeah.
That was a great piece.
yeah, I like that one.
Handmade
Yes.
that
Yeah.
in the shop.
That's a
So
great
that's pretty much it. I
Just a
don't
few
know.
hats.
That's all I have, and then I have this
We have
one.
the
is
piece
from
on the
Woolfolk.
mannequin,
Oh,
which you might recognize.
Gotta move
It's
over.
called
Grete.
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 What does that mean?
Grete. I have no idea. It could be a
You
girl's
say
name.
that so well.
In Holland, that would be a girl's name.
Is
But
that
then
right?
it goes with the guttural sound.
Mm-hmm.
But this one
lovely.
goes from the top
It's like a dicky.
down.
Right.
And it's, if you have it under your coat, because the coat is open a lot, this
Yes.
keeps you warm.
Was this your
All the way
design?
down. No,
No.
I wish.
That's a Woolfolk design.
Wish I did.
Right, the
It
design
is a
team.
Woolfolk design. The Woolfolk design team did
Other
it.
team.
And it's a cow, dicky. So pattern is available, and this one also is done in Luft.
Mm.
Okay.
And then you do the cables down. So there's really no shaping.
You don't really use
Literally, you just go around and around, and then
this skeins.
you bind off the back,
Mm-hmm.
and you just keep
Go
going
down.
with the
It's like
front.
a scarf.
Yeah,
I made this piece. I love it.
I
It's a
love
fun
that piece. And I
Very
love,
different
great
too.
under-
Very
yeah.
different.
and
yeah.
this uses 4 skeins of Luft.
It's got a clean look.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't have the bulk of a sweater, yet it keeps you
Right,
warm.
It's in the front,
nice.
but it's
Yeah.
not around your whole
It's nice.
Yeah.
circumference, which is
Almost looks like you're wearing a
Yeah.
bulky sweater without all the bulk.
Right. So that's
That's just a little bit of
That's
what
a
you
little
have
bit.
tomorrow.
There's more.
Right. So if you're local, you get to come by and
Well, they're going to see this after the fact.
yes. As a matter of fact, did you say we're going to get to hold on to these pieces for a bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So if
good.
you can't
Oh,
make it
fabulous.
on Thursday,
They will be in the shop.
Oh, great.
we're just assuming that I'm going to be editing this tonight.
Exactly. I'm saying, exactly. I don't know what your plans are tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys see this in time.
So funny.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway,
All right.
so that's.
Well, this was fun. Thanks so much,
Thank you
Antonia.
very much for having me.
Thanks for being our
Maybe I'll
guest.
see some of you tomorrow.
Good.
good.
Sounds good.
I'm going to let you go on
Edit.
and do your thing.
Okay.
I'm leaving the show.
You're leaving the show.
No, I'm going to watch you.
There you go. Anyway.
Alrighty.
Well, that's exciting.
That was a lot of fun.
I think that's exciting. It's always nice to have the designer on, especially, I had a class last night and the ladies were looking at it and I said, well, Antonia I didn't tell them she did the flagstone. Oh, they would have been totally impressed.
Wait, they all made the flagstone.
They all made the flagstone.
I did.
Exactly.
Yes,
did.
And they all know the honeycomb.
It was mine.
Because many of our customers have done the honeycomb.
Yeah.
Honey COWL.
Honeycomb. Yeah, honey COWL. I remember making that years and years ago.
You did make that.
I know. I made it.
made
I
it
think
also.
my daughters made it too.
Yeah, it's
I
a
think
great
Emily made it. Audrey made it.
for new knitters. If
Yep.
you're looking to
Move on to a new step, learning something a little different.
a pattern stitch,
Right.
It's nice,
Right.
for sure.
In the round.
Yes, it is. All right. Shall we continue?
Yes, we shall.
So we're a little out of sequence, but we're going to move on with, I guess, FOs.
Why not? Why
Okay.
not?
You want to start?
Well, the last time we were here, I was knitting. I had started.
Can we just say
What?
Pam's cast is off, and she has been knitting like a fiend.
Well, fiend.
She's got 1, 2, 3,
This small.
4
this small,
FOs.
this small. Well, anyway, I started
Pretty
making
good.
this just about a
In
week before I
therapy.
fell. No, a week before I fell. And one of the first things I picked up, remember that night I was sitting at your house?
Yes.
That's really when I first started.
Bronwyn?
Yes, I started knitting.
You were
Remember,
struggling with
the
the
two of you
purl.
were kind enough to purl for me. She did a row and you did a row
Yes.
because the purl stitch was a little more difficult to do. But anyway, now that I'm recovered, it's looking very washed out, right, Diana?
Yeah, let's
the
see
color.
if I can hold it.
This is a yarn from Asylum, and
There you go.
I
There's the
believe it's her
color.
Daft yarn. Well, I don't,
Daft.
which is her
I
DK.
think-
It's
yes.
her DK.
She might be renaming it.
Yeah, I think she renamed it, but it's her DK weight yarn. It's in a great shade, like a peachy pink.
Unafraid? Is that the colorway?
I think so. And I decided, without asking my daughter, without consulting with the mom of the child, that I was going to make it for Olive. Because I just like the color.
It's very pretty.
Right?
So what is it called?
It's
Did you
called
say?
Tiny Tea Leaves. It's a pattern from Madeline Tosh,
Madeline
right?
Tosh.
Madeline Tosh.
That's
This was-
also a big size.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Well,
actually-
of course, after I cast on, I realized the smallest size was size 2, and Olive is only 1. So it might be a little. I've tried it on her, and it really fits her. The only place that it's a little big is around the neck, the neckline. So I'm thinking I'm going to take some yarn and crochet around the neck a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when she's a little older, I can take it out.
Or you could do a baby Betty.
A baby Betty. I don't know about that. I'll be lucky if she wears the sweater. Never mind a baby
How
Betty.
cute is this?
But how adorable is that? It really came nicely.
Was it difficult to make?
No, it's a great sweater if you want to, you're just venturing out into sweaters maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a child sweater, so it's smaller, doesn't take as long. And it's, I think, what sizes is it? Hold on, Pamela, look and see.
It was top down,
top-down construction.
knit and purl.
Knit and purl, right. And then you hold the sleeves and you go back to the sleeves later
Were the
on.
sleeves knitting around?
I knit them in the round. I guess you don't have to if you don't want to, right? What size is it, Dinah? You see a size? Do you see a size, Antonia? It's got to be here somewhere.
2, 3, or 4 skeins, but I don't think.
There is this. Hold on.
There you go. Child sizes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and
Oh.
12. That's
So it goes
a
quite
nice
big.
range.
Yeah, so you could make that for. A lot of times
Now
you have
this
trouble.
is tiny, but
Yeah.
there's tea leaves cardigan for adults as well.
Yeah.
So it's actually graduate, right?
I
It's
believe
You
so.
can
in
make
that-
them look
yep.
the same.
And a lot of times, if you want to make a sweater for a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, people have a hard time finding sweaters for kids that age.
But this looks pretty. Like I
Yeah.
could see this on a young.
Right. And nowadays, you can see with the
Tween.
yarn that I used on Asylum's yarn, you've got the shading going on in it because it's a hand-dyed yarn. And there's a tiny little bit of speckling going on as well. So the yarn, even though it's solid, it has a lot of interest in it. So,
Any DK weight yarn would
Yeah.
suffice. So we
so
have.
now that I've shown it to you, Olive can have it.
Yes, you can. It's been in the store for
If
30
it fits her.
seconds.
If it fits her, I know it has.
It
Yeah.
definitely fits her.
Anyway, so that's my first FO.
Okay.
What
I
about you,
don't-
Dinah?
I don't have any garments to show.
Well, that's the only garment I have.
I don't have any garments.
We're
Well,
hat
I was-
heavy in this episode.
Yes, we are.
We
So,
have accessories today.
Accessories, right?
well, it's in theme. It's
Right,
gift along season.
right.
So we need to make accessories.
Oh, you got to show that one, didn't you? Oh, go ahead.
Well,
Show
this
this one.
was, yeah. So when we had Casapinka or Bronwyn here in the shop, she let me test knit this hat, which is now published, so I'm allowed to
You
show it.
couldn't show it before.
Yes, I was. So this was one of my whips that was on my needles last time. This is called Little Frankie hat. I used Spunright round, Squish DK. I used 2 colors, Reaper's Rags, and
Not Melting Pot, was it?
no, I want to say it might have been Tulip.
Oh, Tulip, yes,
Yeah,
it was
it might
Tulip.
have been Tulip. But look at how pretty that design is. Wonder where she got that. You know what it looks like? A tile floor.
It's like an Argyle to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like one of those black and white old tile floors? Like,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like. But very cute. It's called Little Frankie hat. And I love it.
It's a great
fun
hat.
to make. It's
Put it on, Diana.
color work, so you can see my floats inside.
Very nice.
Fairly simple. And again, me and my hair.
Good.
You put it on.
Stop, Diana. My
I
hair is
don't have good
She's
hat
got
hair.
the head.
Yeah, I don't have good hat hair.
There you go. That's
There you
great.
go.
It's a great
It's
hat.
really pretty.
It's a great hat.
Fabulous.
Nice. Thank you, Diana.
You're welcome. Amy had been in and she made a second one. So she'd done one and then she came in recently and she bought, did you see the one she posted?
Oh, Amy. No, I
With
didn't
the
see that. She
sparkle
redid
DK.
the second one. I didn't see the
7th
second
floor
one.
yarn.
Yeah.
So she used Sparkle DK for the color work part. And very pretty. The photograph on Instagram didn't do it justice.
So she did Sparkle DK for the colorwork
But
section.
yes, she did a solid
And on the
or
the
a plain
gray.
yarn for the background. and
Oh,
then
I
she
have to
did the
look on
dark-
Instagram? I
Yes,
have
but
to
she
look it
did
up.
like a snow filter on it because you couldn't see the
Oh,
sparkle.
okay.
But it's such a pretty hat.
Great
So
hat,
kudos
right?
to
It's
you.
called Little Frankie.
Yes,
You'll find
Little
it on
Frankie
Ravelry.
hat. And
Two different colors of DK. That's all you need.
Yes.
Lovely.
Okay. You're up.
Where's the other?
Elemental cowl.
Oh, no, I'm looking for Lucy's hat. Oh, yeah, where's the
It's on the
elemental?
it's
Oh,
on
there it is. Okay. Last time we spoke, I was making this. It was a cowl from a yarn called Elemental. That's from,
Sirdar.
thank you. And this color is a muted green. I don't know if you can tell up close. It goes thick to thin. It has some sparkle in it. And it's just, we were talking about quick gift items, and this is lovely because it was only 3 skeins. And it was a 15 needle. And it just took me no time to make it. Look at that. Wear it short, wear it long.
It goes thick to thin. It has sparkle in
Mhm.
it, so it has a little glitter, which is really pretty.
We showed colors the last time on the podcast. I believe there's blacks, beiges,
Yep, they're
navies
right up there.
right behind us.
Yeah.
And this green. And again, it's a quick knit, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
3 skeins.
3 skeins.
That's not a lot of yarn.
And a 15 needle.
It
What
goes-
more could you ask for,
Do
right?
it in a day. One night.
Exactly. Of course, now, I don't know, we've noticed, right, Dinah, that people are coming in. I need to make 3 gifts before Christmas. What can I make this fast?
Elemental cowl.
Elements, that's right.
Or the fur cowl.
Or the fur cowl. Right?
Yep.
Several things. So this was another FO for me.
Very nice. Thank you. And that's a shop sample, so
Yep.
if you would like to stop in and try it on,
It'll be here.
you can. It was knit in the round, right?
Correct. In the round.
Easy peasy.
The texture
Okay.
going on, right?
I
What do you have,
have
Dinah?
the Mitra hat, which I knit as a gift for Danielle's boyfriend. I can't
Oh,
believe
I
I'm
can't believe you're
that.
saying that. That's a first for you, Dinah.
Yes.
Come over. You're too far that way.
I'm actually saying it. It's out there. I knit him a gift.
He doesn't know, though.
No, and he's never going to watch this podcast.
That we know, right?
So it'll be a surprise. He'll open this up and hopefully love it. I used one
I'm sure he
skein
will.
of Luft from Woolfolk. It's the blue colorway, and it's designed by Shelley Anderson.
It's great.
Lovely, lovely hat. Very popular
That's been
in
a
my
popular.
family. Yeah,
It's been a popular hat in the shop. I'll
definitely.
take this off. I'm getting warm.
Okay, next.
Am I next?
You are.
Where did it go? I dropped it. This I showed you again on the needles the last time, and it was
That
for.
is so adorable.
It is for Lucy. And you're going to say, oh, it's an adult hat. She's 2.5. But you know what? Her head is almost an adult size.
They are.
People are so surprised at how, I mean, we've had several customers call in and inquire, what size did Pam make for Lucy? Because they want to make a hat for their granddaughter.
I made the adult size.
It's
And you want to know
one
the
size.
truth? I even put it on Olive's head.
And
Her-
it probably fits
Olive's
her
head is an
maybe a
inch
little,
smaller
The
than
heads-
Lucy's.
It might
Yeah.
fit
Right.
a little looser, but
But keep in mind, this is not a slouch hat. So, it's just a regular beanie hat.
adorable.
And look what Dinah has.
Love it.
I made the same hat.
We're twinning.
I love
But
that.
Dinah's hat, I wonder if I could put this on.
It's adorable.
There it goes. So it's
Super cute.
I don't like that. Something there I'm not liking. What am I saying?
I use bespoke cashmere. It's Clinton Hill. I couldn't
right.
resist.
Luxury. She's got a luxury cat.
The worsted weight version.
This is your regular street cat. This is, what do you call it? Like
You're a snow leopard. Why
you go.
street cat? Because of the fiber?
Yes.
Stop.
Yes. I mean, mine is a lovely fiber, don't get me wrong.
Absolutely great.
But look how cute is that.
So,
Again, stranded
same-
color work.
Adorable.
But it's the same hat, same size. I might
We should
say
take a
mine,
picture like this.
that we should. I might say that mine might look a little bit bigger, only because the cashmere plumes.
It does, right. That's what
So
we've
it feels like-
discussed, right?
I was saying on live that it feels robust, but
Right.
it really has come to life.
And we had a customer who
Feels
was
like
making
velvet.
it for someone.
Feel that.
She was making it, was Marilyn making it for herself or someone else?
Herself.
And her head is larger, so what she did is she added another stitch repeat on.
right,
So
which
I
is
think it
very
was
clever.
how many stitches
Wow.
she added it on. So you can make it larger if you need to.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it a great
nice?
hat?
Gorgeous.
Again, stranded.
Yeah.
You can see what's very popular this year is stranded.
Yeah.
Color work.
Oh, well, doesn't have to be. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Though. But you go. You have another one there.
Okay, speaking of color work, I finished CHEVROMANIA.
That's
This
lovely.
hat is by,
Amy something.
I don't know how to spell, I don't know how to say her last name, but I'll put it in the down bar. It was a lovely pattern. I used one skein of Spin Cycle and one skein of Anzula Squishy. Here, try it on.
Lovely.
Pam's going to say it's too tight.
You have a small head than me.
It fits me. It's nice and snug. Oh, look at how pretty it is.
Now, is it supposed to slouch, Dinah, or no?
It has like a shaping. I didn't
Yeah.
steam or block it yet. It's not a slouch.
No, it's not.
No.
Okay.
And I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to put a palm on it.
I think you
Like a
should.
navy,
I think you
right.
should put a palm on it.
I
We have
think
some
it'll
beautiful
really,
navy palms.
yes.
We got some great. Look at this, guys. How
Isn't that gorgeous?
how the color changes on the. You used Ghost Ranch, right? Was it
I
Ghost
used
Ranch?
Ghost Ranch and I
Spin
used
Cycle.
Navy in the
Don't look
Anzula.
at my hair too close, everyone. I need to go to the hairdresser. I just
I'm
have
not
to
even
say
touching
it.
that subject.
Oh my goodness!
Last time I went was August. I didn't
I've
even
tried
go.
calling twice in the past
August?
2 since August.
I can't.
I know.
My hair grows way too quickly. I need to
go.
wash out the gray.
Well, we need to feel. It always feels nice when you go to the hair
So
salon.
nice.
Do you like
I
to
know.
go? I love
I
to
have
go.
to make my appointment. I'm just too
Get
lazy.
pampered.
Yep. And
I'm
then
with you.
Dinah and I have one last item that's
Right.
an
We
FO,
joined.
but we did it together. Right?
We cast on it knit night.
Yes, but what we were talking about it on the podcast last time. Gift
We talked-
items, right? We talked
right.
about this hat.
And we also talked about, no, I'm saying we cast on it knit
Oh,
night.
at knit night, right.
Right. And we spoke about Nancy getting pearly with it. And this is her knit along.
This is her hat. It started December 1st.
She has 2 things in it, right?
Yes, the Audrey knits
glove.
gloves,
Right.
which are fingerless gloves, and her put a palm on it hat, and this is put a palm on it, and we use the Chelsea Yarns Buxom.
Yes.
Correct. This is red carpet,
Mine's Chelsea Party.
and go close to see how beautiful those colors are. Isn't that gorgeous?
It's funny, on screen it looks, my skin looks more red. And when
My
I go to
skein looks
put
more washed out.
the palm on it, the
It's-
plum doesn't look like it really goes, but it does
It
go
does.
more in person.
Yeah, and my
Right.
red is redder than what's showing up on the screen. It's
Maybe
a little
from
more
back here
washed
it looks
out.
better.
So again, it's a great hat. Look at that. That is
Put
a
palm on
really.
it.
I have to wear this now. I have to wear
love
this. It's Christmas. I have to wear it.
My
Yeah.
palm is not on yet. So
we
my
have any-
colorway is Chelsea Party.
Actually,
It's
I like
funny.
the way this fits now that the palm is on it. It seems to fit better when the palm is on it.
I love the palm.
So
I
you
love
ratting
this.
me out?
Should we rat you out, Danny? You want me to tell you? Okay, I'll tell you. So we knit this hat. And Dinah's finishing her hat, and I said, "Why does your hat look taller than my hat?" Is it taller than my hat? Let's
Yes.
measure, Dinah. Let's measure.
Oh, yeah.
Why is your hat? Now the thing is, the reason I say that is this yarn is a 76-yard skein.
Right. So we both used Chelsea Buxom. How many yards?
76 yards.
Okay,
A
76
13. We both use the
Actually,
same
we
needle
just got the
size.
yarn and-
It's a free pattern, by the way, on Ravelry. Put a palm on it, and I said, why does your hat look longer than my hat? And she said, oh, what did you say? I don't know. You didn't say anything. You said, oh, it's not longer. I don't know. Then you said you thought it did look longer or something. Anyway.
Mine looks looser or longer, right.
So I said, well, maybe you had more yardage in your skein, which didn't seem to make sense. But what did we find out, Dinah?
We found out that Pam took the instructions home with her. She said,
Oh.
Dinah, do you mind if I take the pattern home with me?
You had already cast it on. You had already begun it that night.
Wait, that's true. We both cast on
And
at
what were the
midnight.
directions right after the ribbing, Dinah?
Pam had gotten beyond. So at midnight.
I was almost done. I finished it that night.
You were done.
I finished it when I went home. I just had
I was just on the rib because I couldn't cast on and get past the rib. I don't know why. I was too busy talking, I guess.
Well, you
I can't knit at night.
Whatever. But anyway, so what did you do? What didn't you do?
I did not increase. Sorry, Nancy.
So, but it still fits.
So I did not increase after the ribbing.
It still fits. Yeah. So I guess the bottom line is, if you want your hat to be taller, don't do the increase.
Does that feel a lot different than yours?
I think, I mean, it's hard to say
hard
because
to
there's
say.
no palm on it. The palm gives it a different look. You know?
You need to put the palm on there.
You see how mine gathers up there a little bit? Maybe that's more
I
of a
don't have
gather
that
because I
ruching,
had
right.
extra stitches up there.
I
But
don't have
it
the
looks
ruching.
fine.
I think that's the only difference. So
And how did I know I didn't do it right? Because my ruching at the top didn't work out.
it didn't work out. Your decrease didn't work out. Right. But you could make it work out if you knew you.
I mean, I
if
made
you
it
knew,
work out.
Right, exactly. Not a problem.
So this is Chelsea Buxom.
What color is that?
This is called Candied Apple.
No, that one.
Thank you. You've seen the red carpet.
That's
This
my
is Pam's
hat.
colorway.
Mm-hmm.
This is her
Oh,
24
love
karat
this
gold.
one. Love that one.
That's been
Is that gorgeous?
fabulous. This is called
I
Tin
like that one
Can.
too.
That's all I can hold.
Then we have Upstate,
That's a good color.
which is
They're
really
all good.
pretty.
This is your color.
We have the Knitting Place colorway, which is fun. And then we also have Sunday Times. So this is what we have in stock right now. We've sold quite a bit of it, but there's still some if you'd like to jump on board.
Put a palm on it.
Put a palm on it by Nancy
know.
Ritchie.
And I'm sure you could use other chunky hat patterns.
Yeah, well,
that
we
you-
have Bedlam.
Right.
A lot of customers have been buying Bedlam.
A
And
bedlam from Asylum
yes, and we're getting a nice new delivery in.
for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fabulous. We're going to have hot weekend this weekend.
Yes, we have a hot weekend
One
planned.
day you have another gift.
Exactly. Yeah, one day. I literally, I did, I mean,
We did this in a
I
night.
cast this on at knit night, and I knit, and I got home. It was probably
you
up
shaped
to
the crown.
here when I got home, and I shaped the
Oh.
crown.
Goes fast.
Probably took me as long to put the palm on it to
knit the hat.
and
Do
weave
you
the
think the
ends
plum
in.
is good? I don't know.
I like the plum. It's not coming up on the screen as
it
well.
really isn't.
Lisa has the same colorway as you, doesn't she?
Right, but the dye lot's different.
Yeah. Well,
So
I think that's the end of FOs. For
that
me,
is the end of FOs for me as well.
I think.
Should we go into whips?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you have as a whip?
For whips, I have. It's amazing how the phone rings in here when you're closed.
I know.
Right. Well, that's okay. People are always in need of their knitting.
So I have
Oh.
Zach's mitten.
Isn't that adorable?
Oh, that one.
It's a hedgehog.
I don't know
Funny.
that he'll actually get a pair of mittens.
Oh,
He
he
may have
will,
a puppet.
Dinah. He has. Oh, no, Dinah. You have to make the mittens, Dinah.
I might have second.
But keep
mitten
in mind
syndrome.
what I said to you last time.
What?
It does not have to be done by Hanukkah.
No, it doesn't.
You could have it done by
How cute
New
is
Year's
this?
Eve. Don't put that
I have
pressure
to
on
put the
yourself.
thumb on and the eyes, but I'm just in love.
Yeah, that's lovely.
He's gonna love it.
Can I see it?
Yes.
How does your hand go up in there?
That's hysterical.
So that's
So
one
that's
whip.
like that. Oh, so you've got all of that up there.
It's a lot,
This
and
reminds,
it's warm.
this reminds me of lamb chop.
Yes.
Remember lamb chop? Are you too young for lamb chop?
I'm not too
You're
young
not too young for lamb chop.
Remember
Love
chop.
lamb chop. Love
Chop was
lamb
cute.
chop. Anyway, what do I have as a whip? Oh, let me see. It's over here, Dinah. I'm going to get it. What did I do with it?
Shall I talk about my next whip while you're looking for your whip? I don't have that marked.
Here it is. Yep.
Okay, here she is.
Here I am. Of course, we have to cast
I'm
things
missing
on.
my project. I'm very upset.
What
I have
project?
the Woolfolk one.
Well, I haven't seen that though, Dinah. I
I
decided.
showed it on the
do I
last
have? I don't
podcast.
have
right?
a picture of the pattern. Do you? Can we bring
No,
it
I'll
up on
pull
the
it up
phone?
on my phone.
I might have it in my. Actually, you know what, Dinah? I have it in my my patterns. that you can. I'm just going to show it to you right now. There it
There
is. You
it
can
is.
bring it up there.
Up.
There you go. Show them.
So I don't know if you can see
Oh,
it,
that's
but
lovely.
it's called the
Yeah,
Courage
it's
Shawl.
the Courage Shawl from Shannon Cook.
I know that there's a reflection. I'm sorry.
But
this is
so I just cast this on the other day. Let me just take the yarn out of the bag so that I can get.
So
the
what are you
project.
using?
I'm using Germantown
Mm-hmm.
from Kelborn, right? I'm using the ivory and the black, and then the skein of Dream State from Spin Cycle is called Stay Free. So you can see it's a very New York kind of colorway, right? Black and cream. But there's not much to look at yet, but it really is a fun knit. Can you hold that out, Dinah, one side? I can pull the center down. Yeah. Can't see that much yet. But it's lovely. It's a fun knit. You know, and it was interesting. It was like, I was going to call you Sunday night at like 11:30, Dinah.
Is it stranded knitting?
No, it's MOSAIK, slip stitches.
Interesting.
Nice.
I was going to call you on Sunday and ask you because let's have a discussion now. So you wind up your spin cycle, your Dream State, and you know from knitting with it, when you wind it, the color changes. Right. So you may say, I want to start with the dark part of the skein, and that might be the inside or the outside. And you can do whatever you want, right? We know this from the shift cowl and all that. So what she says on the pattern is, if you start with, say, the dark, it'll go light. When you join the second skein,
start light and go dark?
Correct. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, clearly it's dark in there. And I'm looking at how the shawl ends, and it ends with the solid yarn with the black. So I'm thinking, I want to show the contrast at the bottom on the slip stitch. Would look nice, right?
But now you're going to go, if you started, light
They're
to dark,
saying
dark to light.
Dark to light.
Yes,
light to dark, dark
work.
to light. So I'm thinking, I think that's the way I should do it. Because initially, in my mind, I was going to start with the dark first. I don't know why. I just had in my mind that because the cream was up top, I would start with the dark.
Because you don't know if you're really going to go through the full skein. You're just assuming that you're going to end up in that section of the skein.
Yes. I think they do indicate that you're going to use it, that you are going to use it. But,
there you have it.
Again, listen, you could always cut it and join the different part of the skein if you wanted to.
Oh.
Anyway, so that's my Courage Shawl by Shannon Cook.
Are you cutting at the end of a section anyway?
On this yarn?
Yes.
Yes, you do. She said so far I've had to cut, but she does say if it's only a 2-row change, then you can...
so you could actually
you
navigate your colors.
Correct, you could.
Interesting. That's good to know.
Right, because sometimes, you'll see how it's coming up. My concern was that when I get to the black, if the Dream State is very dark by the black...
Right, you won't see the color
Right,
work.
but I think you have to look at how she slips the stitches. It's done a little differently, in the pattern and whatnot, so I'll see how it looks,
So it's actually mosaic knitting. It's not
mosaic.
stranded knitting.
It's not stranded knitting, no.
Okay. Good to know.
But that's my latest.
For those of you who are interested in this shawl, it is not color work. It's not stranded color work.
It's mosaic.
It's mosaic
nice.
knitting.
Isn't it pretty?
I like
Which is
mosaic.
easier.
I love mosaic knitting. It's also been popular,
Beautiful.
mosaic knitting this year, right?
Very popular.
So that's a project in the works.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
We pulled a number. We have a winner.
What were we giving away? We were giving away the kit that Dinah got at Rhinebeck from Knothouse. 3 skeins of DK to make the ale hat and the ale 2.0. One is, are they both 3? Yeah, they're 3 color
I don't know
hats,
if both
right?
patterns are in there, actually.
Yeah,
yes, they are.
They are.
So you have enough yarn in here to make 2 hats.
Right, and this is
Ale
the Rhinebeck color that she dyed,
Right.
the Rhinebeck colorway that she dyed up.
So this is a great giveaway.
And we have a winner.
Go ahead.
Whee! Her name is, how do I say, Evelyn Morrell.
Congratulations. We're so excited for you. I think we read that you're new to the podcast, so thank you for watching.
Correct, and you were the owner of this great kit.
Yes.
So message Dinah or whatever.
Email me at
her.
theknittingplace@gmail.com,
We'll pop it in the mail.
and I'll be happy to get this out to you.
That'll be your Christmas cast on, or your holiday cast on, right? We have to talk about that too,
What we're going to be knitting for holiday knitting.
We have
to talk about our schedule.
I have to say, I always get nervous too, Antonia, at the end of the year when everyone starts talking about the new year. What did you do? In knitting, you'll have, well, I knit 33 sweaters, what are your goals for next year? And like, I'm writing them in this book, or else, I'm going to keep a bullet journal. And, it's like all the things that you're going to, and I just feel so much pressure because I always feel like,
inadequate.
You feel like you have to clean something or you have to
I think it's like you have to come clean with what you've done.
It's too much pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
Too much pressure for me.
What you've done.
Yeah.
You don't feel that.
What you've planned.
I never did before, but when I watch all this stuff, I feel pressure. But now
you're getting sucked in.
Another thing they do is a Christmas cast on, and
or
they
New Year's cast
they
on.
do,
yes,
or
they
a New
do.
Year's cast on.
That's
So
a
it's
thing.
like, yes, it is. And it's too much pressure. I don't know.
Well,
I'm gonna have to figure this out.
I have some work ahead of me.
You do.
Yes, I do.
What do you have to do?
I'm going to be doing some test knitting.
Oh, okay. That's different. So you know what you're doing.
I might know what I'm doing.
You
Yes,
know what you're
unless
doing.
I decide.
But you see, you're better off that way. You know what you're doing. You don't have to think about it.
Yes,
It's done.
I think so.
Although you do have your advent calendars too.
Oh yes, there's Advent.
Dinah and I have been opening advent calendars.
Yeah.
Yes, I got one myself. Dinah gifted me one for my birthday, and Dinah got herself one. So every evening when the shop closes, we'll go on a live on Instagram and we unbox or open our
Color of the day.
color of the day.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
It's fun,
Yeah.
but then you've got
Now we have to figure out what we're going to knit with it.
right. We could cast that on at Christmas. You could cast that. You don't have to. You don't have to.
We can.
Unless you feel,
I still want to see the full palette. I want to
correct.
see
Yeah.
everything.
I'm not doing anything
open.
until I open them all up.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, do we have any questions for our viewers? Because we do have another prize.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
Oh, is there a question, Dinah?
We didn't come up with one
I
yet.
didn't.
But this will be this
Oh, that's a nice
podcast
prize.
gift. Pick this up
I know
at
the
Rhinebeck
question. What is
as
that?
well.
What is that holiday cast on?
Oh, what is their Christmas cast on?
Yeah, what do they
Oh, that's
cast
a
on?
good idea.
What are you casting? Whether it's Christmas or
Right.
holiday or New Year's.
So this is Candied Apple, and this was the colorway for Rhinebeck, I believe. Was it? Oh, no, wait.
No candied apple. I don't
It wasn't
think.
Candied Apple, so why did I buy this? Maybe this is what they had left in the booth.
I think she had it. Yeah.
This was next to the other, right. This was one of Chelsea's
Maybe it
colors.
was for Rhinebeck. Maybe she might have. I think she dyed it for Rhinebeck. I don't know if it was like a Rhine. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know that it was her Rhinebeck color. I don't think it was.
Now this is
But it's a
coming
beautiful
up
colorway.
so much. It's so pretty in person. It's not coming up as nice as it is.
Rust,
Yeah, it's
green,
beautiful. Greens,
red.
corals. Very pretty.
Very pretty.
And what can they do with that, Dinah?
So, you can actually make, I forgot my whip.
Oh, you have another whip.
I do have another
There you
whip.
go.
This is what you can make.
This is called the
Susan
remember.
Joy Shawl by, I think it's Andy Fagan. It uses, actually the original pattern uses one strand of cobblestone, which is this strand in here.
I have it in my bag.
You have yours as a whip too, don't
Yeah,
you?
let me see if I can.
I decided to pair the two together. Christina was gracious enough to gift me this set at the New Jersey Sheep and Wool, and I decided to cast on using both strands. I'm on a larger needle and in the home stretch.
And when Dinah says cobblestone, this is what she's talking about. It's a textured yarn. This color
Very
is
popular
pecan
right
latte. And I cast on, although I haven't done anything on it really, is the Abbey Cowl, which is the strand of the mohair and the cobblestone together. Another quick knit.
Yes. So that is one of your whips, the Abbey Cowl. So, for the latest giveaway, what is your Christmas cast on?
And also, let me know if you feel, do you feel the compulsion to like readjust your life at the end of the year? Clean out, buy journals. I don't know. Last year,
Brag
I know
about your best 9
Yeah, exactly.
2019.
How many sweaters are you going to get next year? I don't know. Whatever.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel maybe it's because I have more time, because the shop is closed for a few days and I'm looking at more things. Maybe that's why I feel the pressure. It could be. If I was busy doing things, I wouldn't even.
There's a lot of stuff going on, and I find that Instagram or a lot of the
Social
social media just draws you in.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that I need to disconnect it. I noticed that I haven't been posting as much lately because I find that I'm getting sucked in.
Well, you don't even
And
have to be posting to get sucked in. Oh, you're not because you don't have time. Is that what you're saying? You're spending time?
Posting for me takes a lot of time
Right.
because I'm putting in, I have to get the pictures, figure out what everything is.
Right.
It just,
Yeah.
it takes time. It takes me a lot of time putting it into words. I'm not that, I guess, I don't want to say fluent, but it doesn't come out so easily for me as it might for somebody else. My pictures are awful. I'm sorry. I feel like they're eyesores.
They're not.
I need a photographer to come in and take
listen,
the
but
pictures.
I think nobody has a professional photographer. It's just the best.
Well, the aesthetics of some Instagram pages are just beautiful.
Right.
They're just pleasing to the eye. I find that I wish I could provide that, but I find it challenging.
No, you do. You do a
It's
nice
hard.
job.
People are good.
It's hard. So I find it very involving. I guess I get hung up on those the little minutia, and that's why it probably sucks so much out of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I also find that you start looking at a pattern, then you go into another page, and before you know it, you've lost like so much time. You go down the rabbit hole.
Well, did you
on
ever find
Instagram.
something and then you try to remember how you got there? You have no idea how you got there.
Right. I was trying to show you a picture of a shawl, to Antonia today, and I couldn't find it.
Right.
For the life of me, I can't find it. I thought I marked it. I didn't mark it.
And at about 2:00 in the morning, you'll remember how you got there. That's always the way it happens, right?
But anyway, I can relate to what you're saying when it comes to that for sure.
Yeah, too much pressure.
Too much pressure.
But we do have an exciting weekend coming up, right?
Yes.
What's happening? Well, you'll get this. This will be posted before the weekend.
I hope
today
so.
is Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, I hope to have it posted by tomorrow morning so that your content is current. But so we have Antonia here for Thursday's trunk show for Woolfolk. And then on the 14th, we have Designs by Yasmin in, which is going to be exciting. She does her crochet jewelry. And she also has items that she sells on her website. So
What kind
I'll
of
put
items?
Mugs, t-shirts,
okay.
bags, all kinds of swag.
Good.
So I'll put that in the down bar so she gets, you can find her. She's not going to be bringing that actually. Her swag won't be coming to the shop.
Just
so
her
if you,
earrings.
Just her earrings, which will be a cash and carry if you want to go.
I think Dinah's shown them on a podcast before. You had a pair of
I did get a pair.
color.
Yes, I did get a pair. Yeah,
earrings.
really nice crocheted earrings. And I know that she has larger ones, smaller ones, and I think she's bringing sparkle.
Ooh,
so that should be
gonna
fun.
have to get a
right in
pair.
time for the holidays.
Gonna have to get a pair.
So that's fun. What else do we have? We have a lot of trunk shows right now. I believe Antonia is going to leave with us the Woolfolk trunk show. If you stop in, we have a trunk show here from Amy Opie Designs, which we've shown before.
Right.
We have, there's too much to cover here today, but we also have Mrs. Moon trunk show, which will be coming with us to Vogue Knitting Live. We also have some new things to share with you. We have new bags that we want to show.
Oh, yeah.
From 144 Stitches from Michelle.
Yep. They're right here behind me.
And there's the card.
Was there a card? Is it in it?
No, I think it was laying on top. It may have fallen.
I'll look for it. You take these.
Okay, so these are the 3 bags that we just got in stock. So Michelle was sweet enough to tell me that this is one of our signature colors, maybe because of the pink and the logo. But it has a pretty print inside, and she's making that the Knitting Place colorway. And this is the second bag. So if you're not familiar with these kind of bags, they kind of rest on your wrist. They have outer pockets, which is nice to put like cell phone, keys, whatever, and then you could put your project right here inside. It's a cute silhouette, easy to carry. And here's another one with the chevron blue and white aqua stripe. New bags in the shop.
That's another new item.
Okay, we have the new buxom, which we showed you. Then we have back in stock. Do you want to show these? I'll try to open this one. We have
I have to get one of these.
new wrist rulers. We've showed these before, but they've sold
wrist
out.
ruler, but this is different because I believe the closure is magnetic, right?
It is. And it's a thin tape. It's a wraparound. That one might just be a larger size.
I have very delicate wrists.
Yeah, it's me. I don't.
There you go. This one that I gave you was a size 16. This is a 15. Are they all the same color, Dinah?
I believe they
Oh,
are.
no. Oh, I got a black one.
Cool.
Look at that. That's pretty.
That is very pretty.
This may have to come to me, Dinah, because it's a black one. But it's still.
And then we have these beautiful new necklaces. It's called the needle necklace, and it's a gauge necklace.
That's what I am wearing today.
We were very fortunate. We got them as holiday gifts. Oh, look at how nice that fits you.
See, it fits me beautiful.
So this is a cute necklace.
This one is too tight. Oh, yeah. That's
So
pretty.
these are brand new in stock.
How
It's
pretty
called
are
the
they?
needle necklace. And I believe they're functional as well. Let's see. Although I don't know where you see the sizing. Is the size
On the
inside?
side.
There's 12 little holes here. So what would that go up to, 11? That can't be an
It
11.
probably has it on the side of it.
What size needle is that?
I don't know.
But you need a magnifying
I
glass.
don't have my glasses on.
This is a size 4.
It might be 1, 1.5, 2,
Yeah, this is a
2.5.
4. So 4, 3, 2, 1. This one you don't count.
Oh, it is on the side. You're right.
Is it on the side?
Yes,
On the
it is. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
it
this
goes
a
up to
4?
size 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
How
9,
clever
10,
is
10 and a
that?
half.
It goes up to 10.
No?
It starts
I
with
think
0.
it's 0.
Oh, it starts with 0.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Very clever. So this makes a great gift. The needle necklace. Very cute. Happy to have them in stock.
So you can put a tape measure on your wrist and a gauge on your neck, and then
You're good.
you're all set,
I
right?
find it so handy.
Isn't
We
it?
are all set.
And this is the black one.
So
I
what
have it
color?
on backwards. Yeah, I do. And what? Oh, yeah, that came in too. I haven't had a chance to look
Yeah, I
at
love
these yet.
those. Those are nice and
They're comfortable, right?
They're light,
they're
right,
big
Antonia?
enough too.
Can you close that on me, Diana?
There
Is
you
that
go.
closed? So there you go.
Is that the smallest size?
This is 15. At least it came out of a 15.
So
gram,
how do
that's what
they
it said.
come? 16?
15 is usually the smallest, 15, 16, 17. But, I mean, I don't think you need to get bigger
This
than a
is
16,
16?
right? And this is a 15. It's pretty. You've been drinking.
Yeah. Just stop drinking.
You're drinking.
Just gonna.
Oh
Oh,
my
teasing.
God.
Anyway, what
don't
else,
know.
what else do we have, Dinah?
We have Nomadic Knits magazine, brand new to the shop. This is issue number 4, Maryland, DC, and Virginia. We have issue number 5, because we just started with the collection. We won't have all of them, but this one covers Vermont. And then we have issue
They come in different
number
colors.
3, which is Arizona and New
Black and
Mexico.
beige.
So we're super excited to carry these magazines. If you're not familiar with them, please feel free to pop in and
Yeah.
check them out.
Yep.
Nomadic Knit,
That's another fun
brand new.
publication. And what else?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think that's it for today.
I mean, there's always something new, but
Yes.
we'll be back again.
We have new pom-poms back in stock. I
Oh,
haven't.
that's right. I was thinking of that
them.
before. We have pom-poms.
We had 2 deliveries of
Yes.
pom-poms. Actually, 3. They've been selling like hotcakes just when I thought pom-poms
Yeah,
were over.
pom-poms are over, right? No pom-poms.
They're not.
We go through that every year. Diana
They're
tells
not
me, I
over.
don't think pom-poms are going to be big this year. I don't think I need to have them.
They're still big.
Looks great. Pom-pom makes a
Yeah.
hat.
They do.
Yeah, when you stop and think about it, before how many years ago? Was it about 5 years now that pom-poms have been popular? 4 years, 5 years?
I think
they
What did
did.
we do before that? You just didn't put a pom-pom on it, I guess, right?
No, we
made
made
a wool
we
one.
made the pom-poms.
But I think people would probably opt not to put the wool on maybe before I don't know, whatever.
Squiggles. We've done tons of things. We've done the little eye cords, the squiggles.
But pom-pom really makes the hat.
Takes
really
it to a
does.
different level.
Really
It
does.
does.
Especially when you put on a kid's hat or something. But you even got in smaller poms this year, right, for the kids?
Yes, I
For
did.
little kids, we have little white ones and pink ones.
Yes, really cute ones for little headbands.
Didn't we get rabbit in
booties.
too?
Yes.
Got rabbit in too. We've got so
got
many
a
poms.
whole slew
Oh
of
my
poms.
good. We've got vegan poms. We've got, and that's really just those are the colorful ones.
Yeah. Antonia's laughing because we have a large lucite box filled with pom-poms.
And those are just the real ones. The other box is the fake ones.
The vegan.
The vegan.
All right, you guys. So hopefully we've inspired you a little bit with some of Antonia's beautiful pieces from Woolfolk.
Yes.
We had our FOs, our quick little knits in hats. Certainly got a lot of hats done.
Yep. It's that time of year.
Some new yarn from Chelsea. We have some gift items that you could select from.
Mm-hmm.
We have a winner. We have a new question for you so that you can win the next one, the next prize. I don't know. What else? Inspiration, hopefully.
I think that's it. You know, the holidays, you know, Christmas or whatever you celebrate.
Quickly this year?
There are only
It's
like
the
2
same.
weekends left before Christmas.
Crazy.
I know.
Is that crazy?
The 23rd and then the 25th. The
It's
same
nuts.
week.
But we will be closed a little bit for Christmas, right? Or the
Yeah, stay
holidays.
tuned. We'll definitely be closed. I think we're going to close the 24th this year.
Right.
So
Christmas Eve.
heads up, you guys, if you want yarn,
Come in before the
come
24th.
in before.
Your last day is the 23rd.
If you need finishing done, you are getting
Well, it's
under
almost
the wire.
yeah. too late at this point. Depends on what it is.
Right. Quick things might be able to get done,
Hats
but
and
big
stuff
sweaters,
like that.
yeah, definitely not going to be able to get done before Christmas. And
We'll be opening right after New Year's, I think, right?
Yes.
Like the 2nd.
yes,
The way it falls this year.
I haven't sent out my email yet for holiday hours.
And
but
I
should
am
get that.
off 2 weeks from school.
How psyched are you?
Yeah,
2
because it
weeks
falls
this
in
year.
the middle of the week.
That is
My
that's
daughter-
like a college break.
I know. My daughter works in the city, and
Is she also off for 2 weeks?
no, they were supposed to, like, my last day is Friday the 20th. They had to go in the following Monday, which would have been the 23rd, and they have to go back January 2nd. What happened was the teachers grieved that they wanted that Monday off. And the first time they grieved it, they did not get it. The second time they grieved it, they got that Monday off. But she has to go back on Thursday. I don't go back until Monday.
Are you going away?
No, I don't think so. I have no plans at this point. So I'm going to sit home. I'm going to watch things on social media. I'm going to knit, and I'm going to start to feel very anxious.
Right.
That's
good
what
to
we
me.
do.
I may have to go somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing.
Is anyone not knitting?
Oh, I have to knit. I look at that as a great time to knit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
My
time
free
to
time's
knit.
knitting.
Because then right around the
I
corner.
mean, if you think about it, I'm trying to feverishly knit.
Well,
You've noticed I've only gotten
little things then.
the one gift done. I didn't finish Zach's. I still haven't started the others.
What are you doing for the others? No, you finished for the boyfriend.
That's it.
You got Zach's mitten done.
I was thinking of giving the Woolfolk TORV to Jake's girlfriend,
What's toe? What is that?
the one that I can't find.
Oh, is that
It's
why
not a
you're
hat.
looking for that? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, you have to give her something if you're giving something.
And I really
to the other
don't
one.
know what I'm giving Jake, Danielle, and Sophie.
Well, it doesn't mean you have to knit them something. Don't put that pressure on yourself.
I might knit Jake a scarf.
How are you going to
Yeah.
get that done by Christmas?
It's not easy.
A
It
scarf is
doesn't
like
have to get done.
that's right. It doesn't have to be done. And
You heard
I
it.
and I said to Antonia, looking at her samples, I would like to make Tyler, my son-in-law, maybe a TORV scarf.
Right.
But I need a
Exactly.
stitch that's going to move.
Yeah.
It's got to move.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be finished.
Right. He'll get it in March, maybe.
Yeah, no.
And he's only 6'4", so it has to be a little bit on the long side. Right?
Loved all the suggestions that came through.
Yes. Yes.
Fabulous suggestions came
Yes.
through on your comments. Those were great. I'll have to go back and I wrote some of them down.
Yes.
Definitely going to have to go back.
Well, the
and,
problem that I have is I look at them, and then I go back, and I go back, and I lose where I am. So it's just I really
But some
need a
of them are
pencil and
little
paper to write it down.
beautiful, but they're intricate.
Yeah, I don't
know
want
if I want to
intricate,
get.
no.
Yeah,
It's got to be easy.
you have that yarn picked out there. That's a pretty.
Now this is a
Are you-
pattern from Shibui, right, Antonia, called Standing Tall. Yeah, you hold it, and I'll get you a picture of Standing Tall. I know where
So
it is.
Pam
on
is
my
thinking of making this
favorites.
hat.
I love this hat. I saw this
So
the
this
other
is
day.
the new nest from Shibui, and this
Mhm.
is their gorgeous silk mohair. You found the ash, I see.
There's only one skein in the shop. And
Guess
that's
I
that
need to
one.
place an order.
I went.
Nobody's
I looked.
getting it.
How I found it. I pulled everything off the shelf. That's how I found it.
Guess I need to reorder some.
Well, Ash. We need to have favorites. Here it is. Let me go to my favorites. To my hat. There it is, right there. Look at this. How pretty is this?
Oh, that's
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
Isn't that a pretty hat?
This is Canadian dollars. So it's got to be.
Is that what that's Canadian dollars?
Yeah,
A little less, maybe
somebody-
$5.
I don't know whose it is.
What's it called again?
Lucinda Iglesias.
It's called. Come on, you can do it.
It's Susan Iglesias.
It's called
who did it.
Standing Tall by Lucinda Iglesias. IGL.
Standing tall.
Standing Tall. It uses a skein of silk cloud and a skein of the new nest yarn.
Right.
Yeah.
And the
And they're
nest,
doing coordinating colors.
Yeah.
the
This
nest is what?
Ash and ash.
Ash
right?
and ash, right?
Right.
It's wool and alpaca, 75-25.
That's beautiful.
I think it's just wound tightly. It's just twisted up tightly on the skein. You
Excuse
know?
me.
And it's a bottom up in the round. That's fine.
It's beautiful.
And this is going to go with, I'm getting that Amazon coat. You know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Amazon coat?
Oh.
That, do you know, I was talking to someone at school, she's got 2 of them.
I'm thinking of getting another
You
one.
get another one.
It's an.
I
First of all, it's
cannot
inexpensive.
decide what color to get. Black,
Amazon
green,
coat.
or blue.
Black if you don't have one. I'm sorry I didn't order black.
Okay, so you are.
Yeah.
I saw someone at school wearing it today in black.
How did it look?
I liked it.
Was it tacky with the shiny
No,
part?
no.
That's the only reason why I didn't get it
I'll tell
originally.
you, I saw green the other day at, I had
You
to
know
go.
the hardware when it looks shiny?
Yes, it looked very good. Because most people don't get black, I find. They get the other colors. And someone
I have
said
a
to
green
me,
one.
I was at urgent care the other day, and when I decided not to get the green, I know you have the green, it looks lovely, but I saw her come in, it looked very light to me, very like a light green. And I said, wait a second, that looks too light to me, although I've seen yours before.
Doesn't look light in person,
Hers
does
looked
it?
light when I saw it. But then the teacher said to me today, she walked in with one, and she had the green one. She said, you know, they have a new color this year. It's red. It's really a nice
Ooh.
red. Maybe you should get red. But red, not if I don't have.
But you have a red jacket already.
I have my red
I don't
plaid
know that-
jacket.
yeah.
So I'm not
You
going to do
already
the
have
red.
red.
I'm not doing the red.
But red is
What
so
is
you.
it? Amazon
What is it?
jacket?
Yes.
The Orlay had
It's
I like-
Aura something. Orlay.
Ah,
It was popular last year. It was popular at school because if you're outside doing recess duty, it's a very warm jacket.
it
Comes
is very
mid-
warm.
You
It's
know,
the one
it's
I
a
wore
little
in today.
longer. It's got a hood. But anyway, so that's how I wanted it. So, you know,
And now you don't stand outside anymore.
now I'm not outside anymore, but I'm still getting the
She still
coat.
wants the jacket.
Still getting the jacket. So I thought that this would be lovely with the black. Is it too light with the black?
Speaking of jacket, we forgot to mention our new store sample.
Oh, yeah. You want to mention it?
We should. I didn't mean to sidetrack.
Sorry. Go
She's
ahead.
a little off. Sorry. So this is the Magnolia Chunky Sweater
Cardigan.
or cardigan. She looks a little crooked. I don't know if
I
it's
think
the
it's the
mannequin.
mannequin.
Yeah, it's the mannequin. So I have to admit, I did not make this sample.
That's okay.
I wanted to knit it. I really did. Yeah,
You
see,
can't
she's
do
just
everything.
she's on a tilt. She's on straight,
I'll
but
hold it this way.
this was knit in Malabrigo Rios, paired with one strand of Shibui Silk Cloud.
Imperial.
Pardon?
Imperial color.
Right, the Imperial colorway. And what was it? Hollyhock? Was that the colorway in? I think it was Hollyhock.
She did hollyhock, yeah.
Hollyhock. So one of our customers was gracious enough to knit the sample for us. It's got beautiful lace work at the bottom. You can see the beautiful bobbles. I haven't wet blocked it yet. I think I might just give it some more steam. But it's a lovely cardigan knit from the top down. It's got beautiful lace going all the way around the bottom.
Not pretty.
You can see the stitch definition. A great piece to just layer on.
Yep.
Very pretty.
It doesn't take long to knit either.
No. Because Erin knit it.
No. She's a fast knitter.
All right. Well, thank you. And
And I know
Okay,
I am
now
going to
we-
get rid of this mug by the end of the year.
somebody
get rid of
please
it.
get her a mug.
Get me a mug.
That's so funny.
It's true. Okay, so.
Too funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys. So leave us a comment. Tell us what your
Are
inspiration
we going to
is.
get on before Christmas, Dinah? Before the holidays? Probably not.
Why not?
Well, I'm just saying, you'd want to wish them a Happy New Year.
Let's try.
If we don't, we'll try it. Okay, so we'll try to do another one before.
We don't want you to miss us too much.
Yeah, exactly. God forbid.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we inspired you.
Happy knitting.
Happy knitting. Bye-bye.